Ha! Eyeball. Hello everybody, welcome to a new kind of video I'm trying to do. It's called DECKED Reviews, and it's been on comics, movies, etc. It's been split into categories. I hope you guys enjoy. So before you come into the video, I'm going to put a little bit of a spoiler warning. For the following titles, Flash Future State, Flash Forward, and the Flash Main Series. If you haven't caught up on the Flash Main Series or read Flash Forward, I'm trying to recommend you go read that before coming back. Just because a lot of what happened in Flash Future State is from Flash Forward and the main series. I don't want to take that away from you guys. So go give that a read and come back to the video. Now, if you're lucky as me, you were able to get your hands on both covers, although there is a third cover, which was the Wonder Woman 1984 cover. I'm unsure. But here we have the regular cover, which shows Wally West on top of the 3 speedsters that he kills. Well, not all of them. Yeah, they're all speedsters. And having Barry Allen Flash by his grip. And then you were able to get this beautiful variant cover, the cardstock variant, which shows Wally West kind of breaking down in Speed Force. And I have a big theory about this cover. I'm going to go over it at the end of the video, just because I don't want to spoil anything, if it is true. But yeah, so let's get into why Future State Flash is failing compared to the other Future States. Oh, by the way, if you guys want to get your hand on any of the Future State stuff, I'm going to be linking below to the shop I work at, where you can get all these comics. We do shipping and click and collect if you're in the Newport area or anywhere around there. You're willing to drive, obviously. So yeah, the link will be in the description. And then let's get into this. Right, so there's many reasons why Flash fans are currently hating on Flash Future State. The first being is that he ruined Wally West once again after him getting his redemption in the Flash Forward series, which really revived his character after Heroes in Crisis. I know many fans really hated what happened to Wally West as a character in Heroes in Crisis. So essentially they made Flash Forward to revive the character, and he did a really good job at it as well. We got to see a way more mature and ready Wally towards the end of it. He wasn't someone who was just hungry for power and someone who just wanted to kill the Flash. He was instead someone who was able to mature and save himself, save others. We saw him become more of the Flash he was before. And then they go and ruin all that. Yep, that's right. They made Wally West evil, which just completely reverts everything we had from Wally from Flash Forward. He becomes a dull, bland character again, and he suffers what most heroes in the Flash universe suffer from. Side story, just absolute paranoia. Basically, they made this really good side story for him, and they couldn't work out a way for it to implement into Future State properly. So they said, let's just make Wally West a villain, by making him captured by an evil presence in the Speed Force, which has been there for thousands of years, apparently. Now, what's already also bugging people off is that in the description, it refers to Wally West as the ex-Kid Flash. Now, although that is correct in certain terms, we see him kill the actual Kid Flash in the comic. We see him kill Wallace West, who was a part of the Titan Academy. And let's not forget, Wally West was a Flash for 20 years before Barry Allen came back, making him have more experience than the current Flash has. The current Flash is essentially just a clone of the 80s and 90s Flash. Well, which was Wally West. And the second issue is, they kill off so many characters in this one comic, which is only part 1 of 2 parts. We see multiple pages of just Wally West killing multiple people. We see him kill Wallace West. We see him kill King Snake. We see him kill Red Arrow. We see him kill so many speedsters and so many people in one comic book that even towards the beginning, we see Impulse die, and we are not even given a little bit of time to actually connect with his character at all. So when he dies, it's just like, oh great, Impulse is dead. And meanwhile, the characters aren't even mourning over it either. They're all blinded by the fact they have to go save Wally, which is all DC wants. DC are looking at Wally as a way to basically go, oh, we'll just kill off the characters, they're fine, they'll reappear in the future probably after getting revived. But towards the beginning of the comic, we see him get killed by the Calculator, which is someone who's just wearing the thinker cap. He's a B-Tech thinker, basically. And he's killed off so quickly after a few panels. We're not able to connect with him. And then when characters die off in future panels, I didn't feel personally sad reading it because at the end of the day, I knew they would come back in the future comics. Probably Wally West would be saved in the second issue, and they'll all come back, have a merry, merry day, and be able to have a laugh about it. And that's the problem with DC. They don't give you a connection to anyone that is going to die. Usually, like in a TV show, if someone's going to die in a few episodes, they spend those few episodes specifying on those characters. Such as The Walking Dead, what I've been rewatching recently, I've noticed a lot when a character is about to die, you can tell pretty much because the past few episodes have been focusing on them. And then it's just a story itself. It's blatantly ridiculous. And it's just basically every other Flash story. The Speedsters lose their powers after losing their connection to the Speed Force, in which they have to use their ex-enemies' weapons, such as Captain Cole's blaster, the Thinker's cap, and many other of an array of weapons that we see being used across the Flash storyline. In which then they find out that their main enemy is actually Wally West, and they have to try saving him by using the Thinker's cap. But oh no, they run into a problem. The big bad himself, Wally West, who at the end of the comic defeats them all, and we have to wait until the next issue to find out if they're going to win or not. Which has been a rinse and repeat cycle in the Flash comics. We constantly see the Flash get down, lose, and then suddenly win again. We know for a fact that in the next issue that Flash will probably win, or Flash might die, and that's how they're going to introduce the Future State Flash, which is, I believe, called... Oh, I can't remember, actually. I had to do a quick Google then. It's Kid Quick. Kid Quick first appeared in the Merry Multiverse comic, I believe. And that's his first cameo. Which I believe at the end of the comic he might die, and that's how we introduce the Kid Quick. But the other issues that the comic's suffering from is just blatant ignorance towards the story. And it's not paid nearly as much attention as its other counterparts has, such as Wonder Woman, the next Batman, and other comics that are going out at the moment for Future State. Swamp Thing is doing really well, and so is Wonder Woman. But The Flash is getting so much hate just due to the fact that DC are being ignorant towards their characters again. And they're choosing just to choose a blatant storyline and go, right, that's fine, chuck it out. People will love it, people will buy it. But the comic so far got a 2-star out of 5, and so many people are hating on it again. I would say possibly the only good thing about this comic is the artwork, which, as always, Flash artwork I love, but that is the only thing this comic's got going for it. So nothing's really changed in the eyes of Flash Comics. Wally West has still got an identity crisis, essentially, which we thought we had resolved in Flash Forward, but clearly not, considering DC decided to throw him under the bus again and just turn him into a big bad guy. Now, we knew they were already teasing this towards the end of Flash Forward, when Flash sits on the throne and states, I am Wally West, I am the fastest man alive. Where, obviously, there's a bit of a sinister twist to it. But other than that, there's no reason why he should turn evil, other than the fact that DC just want a villain and couldn't think of one. But anyways, that's enough of my hate for the comic. I'm hoping that issue 2 really redeems itself for the series. I'm hoping that many Flash fans enjoy part 2 to this comic, just because of the fact that I think that they're very rushed on time. Future State was pre-planned quite far, and it's been in the works for a while. But I know for a fact that DC does work their artists, their story writers quite hard, and I know the Flash is on the back burner pretty much. It's not really a comic that's focused into. But yeah, I will definitely be doing a video on Future State Part 2. I'm hoping to do the other Future State comics, like the next Batman and Wonder Woman, which are the only ones I have really interest in. But I'm also going to be doing a review on the comic arcs, and I'm also going to be talking about The Walking Dead Deluxe in a future video. So if you guys want to see more videos in the future, tap the subscribe button down below and turn on notifications, and you guys will see when I upload, post, and I go through my comment section, don't worry. But yeah, that's all for today, guys. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Don't forget you can purchase Future State The Flash down below in the description, and I will hopefully see you guys in a future video. Peace out.